See, one of my points that I've been trying to make over the years is like there's a crucial distinction between commercialized spirituality and then forgotten authentic spirituality, and there's a vast difference. Like anybody could pull and just kind of copy and paste some shit, no shit. But it's like seeing the act behind the rhetoric. And the act behind the rhetoric is the manifestation that they're talking about. It's not necessarily accomplishing like particular things, such as like, what, the masses are actually really crying for, and how they're kind of interweaved in some stuff. Like, these things come up. It's like, what is our take on, how the child trafficking is getting cleared and transformed? What is the take on like, how the possibility of like world unity is being like accomplished? See, when people talk about like the manifestation things, they're just doing it for like an inaccurate, detrimental, fragmented, you know, approaches that point towards something that's the appropriate word is detrimental, because I'm trying to like also be like non-judgmental and neutral. I'm trying to understand it, like like what is Gaia's take on like how the child trafficking is actually like there's a particular solution being with that. Like, so like I've been kind of, this is like mental um kind of like confusion. Like the brain is trying to solve certain things, and if the the spiritual mind, it's trying to solve certain things, and we know, and spirit and universe knows, if we actually shy away from that shit. Like, that's the thing that's not being hidden. So it's like with all of this like commercialized manifestation hype, yet their methods and whatever they preach and whatever they copy and paste respectively as it is, as they're doing that, their formula is not necessarily it's not necessarily solving the particular things that are actually most needed to be solved. That's the thing with this whole commercialized spiritual hype. Their methods that they're kind of using, like just think about it and feel it, that's only a part of it, Like, there needs to be genuine action, genuine intention, and genuine collaboration. Like, the shit that they have on a neutral level, it's just like you're leveraging it from like some hand-me-down shit as it is, So it's like like from neutrality, I'm just saying that as it is. And obviously this is why I'm like don't necessarily get the acknowledgement I get, because this is raw truth. It's like, if we want to be professional and really, really real and authentic, like, how is your quote unquote commercialized manifestation techniques, end quote, how is it really solving the real world problems of tackling and actually like sitting with the collective perspective as it is of the child trafficking and the world wars? Like, how is your manifestation methods actually, how are those being used? And how are those being implemented and implored to actually transform that shit? Because the collective masses, that's what they're asking for. So you guys are using your techniques and methods based on some shit you already have, some hand-me-down shit, so you could keep your shit going. And this is just truth, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's what the shit has been since like 2012, methods of just like selling the same shit, replicating shit, and just you getting a certain result based on the same intentions you have. Intentions aren't changing. It's like, it's beyond like, balancing like the shadow side. It's actually balancing the shadow side, like without the rhetoric of it. So on a neutral level, like, how is Gaia actually using their manifestation method techniques to actually solve and heal the child trafficking if it collectively, intelligently, so even so wants to be solved? And how are they bringing world unity with all of that, quote unquote, respectively as it is, commercial spirituality, end quote, to actually implore their, manifestation method techniques? How are they using that to actually solve real issues? Because, like, the shit that you guys are saying, it's just like a record it's just a record of just like the same shit with the same intention, with the same resolve. And I'm just bringing distinction. I'm not judging you. I'm just bringing distinction and intelligence with what this has, because this has been going on. Like a lot of this like same, replication and these same methods and these same patterns of how you guys are doing things. It's been going on, the same shit. Like the same shit has been going on before 2012 of just like, oh, we have this manifestation formula, but it's not necessarily solving real world issues. It's just catering to some toxic, self-centered shit. And the quote unquote fortunate, toxic, self-centered people, that's what they're using their abundance for, to keep that system going. And on a bigger level, original Uranus, within the etymology, on a different field, is the essence and the foundation to transform all of that shit underneath that shit. You have the best life ever.